that is almost exclusively dried food that actually I take the stuff camping because it's very easy to make when you're camping and you just arrive and it's dark and you don't want to spend a lot of time making a meal. You just want something really quick. Food is fine in Australia as long as it's not really animal products, and you declare it. So we're trying to think about every single possible scenario, because the longer they take going, because they say that they x-ray about 10% of your goods when it lands in Australia before it gets into the truck, before it's delivered to you. And they x-ray probably all of it, but they inspect about 10%. I want to make it very easy for them, because if it makes it easy for them, it's easy for me, and it's faster for me. As for the rest of the house, well, it's chaotic. So we're going to spend another 4 weeks in England because, well, we'd rather suffer here than in Australia. So it means that while we're here for the 4 weeks, that's half of the ship time. On guard! A few weeks here, and then a few weeks in Dubai, and a few weeks in Australia, plus a few weeks here and there, and I've got to run my business. So I've actually got to be portable. So what I've been doing is I'm trying to figure out how can I compact this entire empire into one suitcase. This is a 44K screen, but it's made by Samsung, and it weighs nothing. So that I'm actually going to put in its original packing case on the aeroplane. So what goes in the box is my little Apple Mac Pro. That's a 6 gigabyte Thunderbolt drive. If I'm to continue editing, because I'm busy editing my Namibia expedition with the rental 4x4, and I'm busy cutting that now. And so that process can't stop. So what I've got to do is I've also got to pack in things like this. It's a Rode narration microphone, and it normally hangs on a little thing that's next to my desk and everything, but of course that's had to be packed away, so that's got to go in there. So I've got to think about wherever I'm going to be, I'm going to be able to shoot, because I'm shooting in Dubai, edit, compile, so I need card readers and everything. Today is Sunday. On Tuesday they come and they pack this lot into the container. Now this is the thing that worries me the most. These are untreated wood items, and when I'm on my trips I pick up nice things. This is a piece of wood, driftwood, that I picked up on the Skeleton Coast, and it was just beautiful. It just had such character to it, and it was just lying there and it's being bleached in the sun. But I've got to declare it, because if they find one of these in one of the other boxes, I mean, apart from it could be a danger to their wildlife, but I doubt it. But then I'm not an expert, so I shouldn't judge. But if they find something that is suspicious in one of they'll empty every single box. This is an African fish eagle carved out of, see, the leg's broken, I can repair those. It's carved out of a palm heart, the palm trees of the Okavango, and that is solid. And again, I doubt if they'll let that in. But if you look closely at the eye there, I've got to remove that. That eye is a seed. It's a seed from a camel thorn tree. I have to remove that seed, so I'm going to do that. Now, this is one of my favorite. This is the African buffalo. And I've got to take out the eye without damaging the wood. But Gwyn had a great idea. She said, why don't you go, when you're on canning stock next year, go and find some small black seeds on canning stock and come back and replace the eyes of the fish eagle and the buffalo. Isn't that a great idea? So that's what I'm going to do. Those boxes there is my camping equipment, and I know they're very sensitive to camping equipment, because camping equipment could, of course, have mud and grass and stuff on it. And I've cleaned absolutely everything as thoroughly as I am able. But here's something that you probably don't know about me. A few of you might. One of my hobbies is to build ships, model ships. Instead of spending time watching television, I like to make things. And there they are. Aren't they wonderful? That's actually a kit. I don't build kits. I collect some kits. I've got quite a few kits, but I don't generally build kits. But that's one just ready for putting into a case. These are actually in glass cases. They are all 20th century passenger and cargo ships. It's what I love to build. So I don't build the galleons and the sailing ships. I don't build those. I build relatively modern ships. But aren't they wonderful? I shall open them when I'm in Australia and display them and show you what they look like. So breakfast this morning with, I must say, plastic plates, sugar puffs. We bought a set of cutlery from a shop for the grand total of £1.95, and for that we got 6 spoons, 6 knives, 6 forks, 6 teaspoons, and they are the worst cutlery in the world. We'll be leaving England in 5 weeks time. I thought it would be a nice idea to just come and chill out and have a meal and recollect on England. So we decided to eat something special at Jamie Oliver's restaurant at the Apple Market in Covent Garden, right in the middle of London.
Could we have 2 ginger beers?
Perfect.
And I'm going to have the Empire spiced chicken.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I need you to do a 12 for me.
Sorry.
Oh, we're over there. Is that okay for you? Yeah. Good.
And if I look now, there's a part of me, it's not a big part of me, but there is a part of me that feels just a little bit sad in leaving. The first year was terrible. The second year was okay. Third year was quite good. Best part about England? What's the best part about? What's your best part? Better part about England coming to a place like London?
Oh, it's the fact that it's so cosmopolitan.
I mean, I come to London 5 or 6 times in the 3 years.
More probably.
Maybe more. Yeah, loved it every time. It's nice. It's just a nice city. And lots of, a few museums and 1 or 2 air shows, and the worst parts, weather and traffic. Okay? Weather and traffic in that you go anywhere. The traffic is really, really tough. The fact that I've not been able to do any of what I do, no overlanding, not even much of a 4x4 industry really to speak of. So everything that I photographed and filmed in the last 3 years, I've had to leave the country to do so. Apart from the little thing that I did last week in Wales, it's all been out of the country.
I think if we lived in the north of England, we might have settled better, but then again, who knows?
Today is the 4th of October, and because Dad is stressed, I'm going to be doing the vlog for him.
I'm not stressed.
We've got our movers come in today to sort out all our stuff. And as you could probably see behind me, the house is in chaos.
I got it in.
My books are in those boxes.
But this is the second time in my life that I've done this. Andrew, it's all your fault.
It might be a sunny day, but this is still England, and I am freezing, and there's no furniture in my room.
What? October, and we're packing the truck, and I'm okay. It's a little default setting. It's the menu, and it's at the top. Andrew's fault, and then you can select other. Did you enjoy that? Then please subscribe. If you'd like to take our relationship to the next level, from just $1 a month to support my productions, or if you'd like to download everything I've ever made, go to 4xOverland.com.